team members. Then I have not had not even up to 10, I could remember. And I said I want to have at least 1,000. That was how I started. But today I have thousands. But it's not even where I'm going. I'm heading to millions, which I know is coming. And this is what TGR wants to give every one of us. You cannot all alone work and accept to have financial freedom. So what TGR is out is to liberate every individual that build your network in such a way that you don't need to hustle, you don't need to be on your toes, you don't need to be up and doing for life. After some time, you will now be making money without lifting a finger. Everybody, anybody can have something like this or even more. Now imagine 1 naira from these 40,000 people is coming in every day, at least. That is 40,000 naira. For somebody who's going to make a profit of 40,000 naira on a goods, you must have makes a lot of sales. Now imagine when it goes to 100,000, 500,000, and 1 million. That is the future of this business. So the purpose of joining TGR is not to sell, but for us to what? To have financial freedom and build. This is one of the account. I mean, the account you are seeing, the dashboard, which I showed the total network. And tonight, I think this morning I shared the total cumulative, which is going to 5 million naira, apart from incentive that is over 12 million from this account. If I am selling airtime and data, I cannot make that kind of money. What TGR is expecting everybody to do is to build a network which will continuously give you passive income. I mean, perpetually. This people 1 naira might be nothing, but when you have 1 naira in thousands, hundreds of thousands, in 1 million places, it goes a long way. So you too can start from the beginning. Let's say as you are starting either today or yesterday or last year, have it at the back of your mind that you want to build wealth around this telecom sector so that you can enjoy financial freedom for life. I don't know all these people, but they must buy airtime and data, and as they are buying, they are getting a discount. Company also is compensating. TGR system is transparent. It's very straightforward. It is only if you don't get. So if I know with the thousands of people that joined directly through me or indirectly, I only have 20 direct. By the time it reaches millions, so I can imagine what I'll be earning by. So if you are joining now, or you have joined before, you are relaxing, or you are just about entering top and get reward, just have it at the back of your mind that the same way a woman started a family and decided to endure that at least I'll be a mother and also after some time I'll be a grandmother. The joy of being a mother and a grandmother is what makes that woman endure whatever challenges. So if you have it at the back of your mind also that you want to have financial freedom and you know it's sure, it's certain, you only need to build to that level. All the wealthy people you see today, they didn't get their wealth overnight. Dangote that we all know has been building for years, even decades, because it's not about 10 years, not about 20 years. It's over 30 years of building his network. The same thing with others. Anybody you see that is wealthy and you can say this person is wealthy, they will have spent at least a decade, which is at least 10 years. So if Top and Get What can give me this in 4 years or less, before I've started earning this before I was 4 years old. So now imagine what all of us can make by the time we'll be 10 years with this company. That future is what we need to have at the back of our mind. So let's get started and see what we have for us tonight. TGR is for everybody who desire financial, and it starts from what? From mind. We need to also make up our mind. Make up our mind that I am doing this not only for me, but for my family. Because whether we like it or not, we're in this Nigeria, we continue to live. But what we are going to be doing inside the Nigeria will differ. This evening, I met a neighbor when I was entering my street. I wanted to buy something, and I asked of her first. said she has gotten admission, and she said they paid through their nose, that they are still even, she said it in Yoruba that we are actually Mugari Elobai. I said, God will help. What she means that after paying the school fees and everything, they have trained themselves that even the impact, they are still feeling it. And the second one is in SS2. The third one is around GS3 or thereabout, or GS2. What I quickly concluded in my mind is that the salary of this woman is not going to increase in the next 1 year, or probably even when they fix this minimum wage or whatever. But she will continue to spend more, because now the first one is the institution, the second one will soon enter, the third one will also be getting closer. So if we don't look for a way to have extra source of income, then to be able to take care of our family might not be that easy. In fact, that is one of the reasons I'm all out for top and get reward, because I know I have to give these kids what they really need. For a child to be asking something from the parents and unable to provide, I know the kind of torment, the kind of emotional pain that I always have, and I don't want that to happen. So also we must have that at the back of our mind, that wherever the head of our kids is taking them to, our pocket should not deprive them. We should not depend on just one source of income, either through salary or business, because if you are not there for that business, it means you are not going to make money. And that is why this man said, if your salary is your only source of income, you are one step away from poverty. Why? Because when the salary stops, for one reason or the other, then there will be a problem. We need to have our own plan B, our own economy, that we must try to create something that even when we don't have or being active, we can still make money. And that is why this man also said that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you work till you die. This is what should drive every one of us. I fear old age, no be small. Why? Because I know at that time, before you know, now in the next 10 years, I'll be knocking 60 gradually. I was like, I have to do something now, because I can't be that active again like I am now. You can't, in fact, the way you are today, you can't be that way in the next 5 years. And if we all know that reality is going to set in, that we are going to age before we know what is happening, we're like, am I this old? But what are we now doing to secure that time? Let's put up and get what is given us. That you don't need to work till that all your bones are weak, that you cannot even move conveniently or the way you want. But at that time, you can be enjoying for the rest of your life without lifting a finger. I was with one sister, one aunt today, and when she was talking, she's comfortable. When you say somebody is comfortable, why? Because she has built something that she doesn't need to struggle again. Even with that, she's still doing business, she's still in TGR. And that is one thing everybody should have, that no matter what you are doing, TGR can also be a part B, or let me say plan B, so that you won't lack. If one is not working, one is working, you have many. That's why they say all these wealthy people, they have multiple streams of income, of wealth around it, then diversify, so that you can make money even when you are sleeping. And the reason you need to learn, because if you don't know much about this business, we are going to struggle. The same way I understand the business in and out. So also got admission, and for 4 years try to study this and that. And after graduation, he become an expert in that field. So also you can pay attention to this business, so that after you have understood everything in and out, you become independent. You can talk to anybody at any time, any day, because you are part and parcel of the system. The illiterate of 21st century will not be those who cannot read or write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. Why? Because we need to learn what we don't know. In order to have financial freedom, we need a system. System is what makes all these wealthy people earn. When you are closer to these wealthy people, when you listen to them, you will be motivated. You will be, in fact, that zeal will come that I must be successful. I must have financial freedom, because without money, there will be problem. I mean, there will be a lot of challenges. You want to do this, you can't do it. You have interest in this, you can't. But when you have a system that can give you money even when you are not there, that is when you start having what financial. Look at my own dashboard. I have not transacted anything on that particular account for the past one or going to 1 month now. I only withdraw at the end of the month. I don't touch that account throughout the month except the end of the month. I have other account that is generating that I'm building as well so that I take money from there. But that main account, I don't touch it until end of the month. In fact, sometimes I use it for this kind of contribution so that I can also. You need to understand this business and the kind of future this business has for us. What I'm trying to let us know is that when you have a system, and in order to create that system, you need a partnership. You also need the value of what you are partnering with. You understand it. Then also leverage. Is the leverage something you can do? And that is why Top and Get What I used to say that the most easiest, the most cheapest, and most simplest of all online business today, when we are talking about legitimate and sustainable business. So when talking about leverage, it's in two ways. Either you have your own products, and that is not always easy because you have to monitor this, monitor that, this and that. But the most easiest one which Top and Get What offer, what leverage through other people's products and services. Airtime is there, data is there, cable TV subscription is there, even NEPA bills. These are the things we cannot do without. You can't run away from all these products. Now people consume without even thinking twice. Now you want to have the opportunity, Top and Get What is giving you that grace to leverage. And what do you have to do is just to be under the umbrella of TGR and keep building leverage system to any level you want. The same way this man leveraged with Coca-Cola, even when he's no more in this art again, his family. I was not, or probably I don't have a chance to be a son of a president, former president, or I didn't relate to Awolowo in any way. But Top and Get Reward give me that grace and also is given everybody who cares to build. I used to say this, I cannot thank God enough that I joined Top and Get Reward. And I saw the vision from day one. And that is why I'm not looking back because what I am enjoying Top and Get Reward now is nothing compared to what is still coming. Because this is a business that will forever remain the same way our family is enjoying Coca-Cola because Coca-Cola will continue to produce and people continue to consume. The same way Oba Olusegun Obasanjo is also enjoying MTN service. People will still buy this product often and often. Our children will also make use of this internet more than us. So Top and Get Reward is giving us unending wealth for a lifetime. Whether we like it or not, you must buy airtime and data. If your airtime and data finishes, you have to buy another one. And we have all certification that is necessary because people want to know how genuine the platform is. Is this something they can rely on? Is this something because of what they have experienced in the past? They might want to like or compare Top and Get what they are different. And that is why we are heading to 6 years now. With this certificate, if not because of our sustainability, if not because of the structure TGR has, we can't have NCC certificates and still valid till now because there is no other company doing what we are doing exactly the way we are doing it that has this NCC certificate. No one, none. I've not seen any because it's not easy to get that certificate. And we also have international certification. This is for this WSIS that we received in 2021. And it was presented to our CEO with former Minister of Communication, Professor Issa Pantami, just to see if a dignitary federal government can identify with our company, you know that you're in the right place. And so also at our 50th anniversary last year, when we mark the 5th year, and also former Minister of Communication, Barrister Adebayo Shitu, was the chairman of occasion. And we are simply saying that there is a lot of wealth in telecommunication, that everybody can also tap from this. And your own will not stop Mr. A or Mr. A will not stop Mr. B. Everybody has equal opportunity to build and enjoy for life. TGR is the most affordable network marketing and easiest to build. It's designed for everyone who regularly use airtime and data and desire to make money. Like me now, I think I was talking to one woman today that the data this and that. I say, madam, it's just like when a lady is about to give birth to a child. The pain of that childbirth is not something that is easy. It is most times like unbearable pain. But after the delivery, what happened? The woman forgets, but the joy of having that baby. The same thing when you are starting with this business. Don't compare or be having a kind of the data is too much. I'm buying this. I experienced the same thing when I started, but a time will come. You won't care about the data you are using because it's almost free. It's almost free. And one thing I love about TJ is that you can decide how much you want to make. Not that the company will decide for you. If you want to make 100,000 naira in a day, you know what to do. And I still wish I can be more serious with TGR than this. I'm still playing. Sincerely, I have not started, and I know why I say so. Because when I'm about to start, will be hardly be available, and I don't want that to disturb many people that need me this and that. So I want like almost everybody being. I have like a soldiers that can attend to others so that I won't be only me. By the time everybody understand how to operate this, then maybe then I will have a freedom to do TGR the way I want to do it. Data is the fastest selling companies all over the world who consume this product per second. That is why we are saying the value of telecommunication is so big, it's so huge that it will continue and forever generate wealth. In 2020, we're able to see this. That telecom has overtaken contribution of GDP to oil and gas. If you have to compare that, because if the federal government is making money from it, is just too much. And look at this since 2022, 214.35 million subscribers. All I need is just 0. It's not even up to 0.1% of this figure. Because if I get 0.1%, that is about 2 million. I'm still in need of just 0. Maybe 0.1 or there. I just need 1 million for now. And I know I will get there. Everybody can get there as well. Just tell yourself that I will get there. I will achieve this. It might look so long as if when am I going to do this? Like one video that I watched, I think Brian Tracy. He said when you tell people that you take them about 3 or 5 years to be successful in this kind of business, they will say, wow, it's a long time. But before they know it, that time will come. But the question is, are they going to be on top of their life or still struggling? Because you must do so. I tried to just flashback for the past 2 years. The cost of things are just escalating. I wanted to buy something, a basket of tomato that I bought 2 weeks ago for 5,500. It was 25,000 just a couple of days back. Is that the way, or is salary increasing that rate? Is profit increasing that rate? And this is what we need to face. So the only way to get out of this mess is when we have extra source of income. I mean, you have a leverage system that you can earn more than what your effort can produce. That is benefit of leverage. Look at how much Nigerians are spending, 2.6 trillion in just what? How many months? 9 months. How much are we going to take out of this? That's why TGR is here to give us that grace to tap. And from our CEO, he said we have reduced poverty and unemployment. Truly, it is because I'm not, no more, me and others, we are not looking for, we are not carrying our certificates. And we can still do more. We want millions of Nigerians to be out of this bondage. And our product is unique. We have our uniqueness with our services that you can enjoy, which you don't enjoy from other platforms. You cannot buy 10 naira airtime from your bank. It's not available. But I've seen somebody who bought airtime of 1 naira from our dashboard. I only saw 0.000% as my own commission. Our product is what people have been using already. What we just need to tell you is that where you are using it or how you use it before, It's not profitable like when you use BTU of top and get. The same thing this man is doing is what everyone who is buying airtime and data from the bank are doing or is doing. Everyone is doing. So we are just telling you that stop feeding these people because that little that you think is nothing is a lot to them because you are not the only one giving it to them. Just turn the spoon around and start feeding yourself. Start using TGR BTU so that you can also what have a stream of income by building it little by little. These don't stop no matter how much money you make. The more money you make, the more responsibility that comes. But now imagine you are in a situation where a lot of people are depending on you, and you yourself cannot easily do that. My goal is to be able to take, at least if I happen to be the first millionaire in my family, that is one of my goals. And anybody can also make up or decide to have that kind of goal. If you have a millionaire in your family already, try to be the first billionaire. You can achieve it through top and get report. We'll show you how. You might not get there overnight, but one day I can assure you that you are going there because our platform is going nowhere. How to make money? What do we need to do to get started? All you just have to do is virtual top up. That is VTU. Is an online vending portal used for the effective management and distribution of digital prepaid products like airtime and data bill payment services. You don't need a million to start. You don't need half a million. Even if you don't have 100,000, you can still start. We have student package of 2,500, which allows every to enjoy this company so that there will be no excuse for anyone not to be successful. There will be no excuse for anyone not to do TGR because with 2,500, you can easily raise. And once you join, you keep building until you get to the highest package. And this is what TGR decide to do for whoever that decide to. And those that are coming on board now or just joining now, you have a very good time to build. You have a very good time to build to the extent that you keep enjoying for the rest of your life. That figure you saw the other time of 40,000 plus, if or let me say, I didn't mean the plan we're using now is what we started with. By now, I will be telling you I've made maybe almost 100 million or more because of what? The way it's going to be structured. But now, everybody that is coming on board, you have the better opportunity. What took us 4 years? If you are focused, if you are determined, can achieve it in less than a year or two because we have make sure the road is now more easier to pass. This is how top and get reward compensates when you are building, when you are connecting, when you are a pipe that is supplying water will run dry. If you are teaching people how to make money from their recharges, you can't run out of money as well. You will also make because you are teaching people that you when you connect to other percentage and you keep earning from those that you connect. And the second one, okay, from the registration, you get 10% of any package you sign up with, and also 10 PV for 5,000 and 100,000. This PV also carries some percentage from that registration, which is like a bonus or probably a gift being kept somewhere for you until it becomes bigger if you keep building. And from the transaction, you get 2% to 2.5% on airtime and data, 0.5% on cable subscription, and 1% of PHCN or bills that you are paying. And second advantage or second way to make money is when you decide to sell. If you have a lot of crowd to you want to sell to, you are welcome. You can still make good money from it. And when you make a lot of sales, you still make a lot of money more than some people's salary. And the third one, where I so much interested in, and that is why you saw that before of telling people what TGR offers, what we can achieve through TGR. And from here, you can build wealth for a lifetime. Many people are not patient enough to build business that will take care of them for months. Within 1 year, they give up. Life is not about that. If we can still be living, we are still breathing for since we have been given back to till now. Why do you want to give up on something that can transform years and still remain broke? We can what is required of you to enjoy the smartphone. Almost everybody, there is no family. It was a network. Yeah, I'm back. So what? Let me go back to the PDF because network has cut it off. All right, this is where I stop. So you need a smartphone. You need also at least 5,000 naira, and you need at least. Do you know 5 people who buy it? Then can you spare just 30 minutes, even if you can spare 1 hour every day for top? I guess one of the reasons why I said I need to be free. I still have a baby who is going to 3 years. You know, that responsibility of tying me down that this and that in such a way that I thought I wish I'm still single so that I can have that absolute freedom that I can leave the house as early as I want and come back late in the evening, all because of top and get reward. There is no way I will do the business like this that the result will not be massive. So even with the little time I'm using for it, and you don't need to be this active for the most important and the mission. The moment you can build that foundation, in fact, just go and rest. What foundation do you need to build? Duplicate yourself in at least 10 people who will see the same vision as you are saying it, who is going to be passionate about the business, so you are doing it as you are passionate about it. Then once they can be on their feet, you have graduated. Just like a parent who have given birth to kids and now they are grown up and they have started their own family. That is what you just need in this business. And from referral commission, the way the company compensates us, this is where the money is. I wish people can see this money and be able to be passionate to make or earn this money. With Fantastic 10, why we mention Fantastic is just because we are building Fantastic 10 members. And if you want to go to 20, you are welcome. If you want to go to 100, you are still welcome. If you are connecting 10 people to top and get reward, and you hold these people by hands, that this, you people, you are my business partner. What we want to do is to become wealthy. We want to create financial freedom through telecom sector under the umbrella of top and get reward. We need to come together as a team. We need to come together as a family. We need to come together as a community. Other platform that people are saying they are buying airtime, they are buying data from, you are building that community for the company. You are building it for those that owns that, and you are not going to enjoy from that effort. But in top and get reward, look at the little that I built. Look at what comes after it. I only told 20. 20 build 40,000 plus, and it's still not stopping. So once we are able to build with 10, from each one of them, they are coming with a 10,000 package. The company give you 2,090 naira. 2,090 naira times 10 will give you this 20,900. Even if you don't upgrade, you just want to say this is the 10,000 I want to sacrifice, I'm not adding anything more. If you can build with these people and everybody say they are not going to upgrade with same 10,000, you can still make above 150 million naira. Look at the 5,000. If the people you are building say they cannot afford more than 5,000, they want to sacrifice, no problem. You just fulfill the incentive. But believe you me, you can still make a lot of millions. If this is going to take you 1 year to achieve, more better than suffering for 35 years. It's like suffering and smiling. They are not contented, they are not satisfied, but they have to endure. Because the salary that is why you see those that are saying they want to have minimum wage, because what they are collecting is nothing to. In fact, I just wish people can see. Like when I was discussing with the aunt that I said I was today, within just a week, they did a transaction over 50 million naira. Not in TGR, but she's doing business, but she's still doing TGR as well. And just if she got 5% of that amount, is a salary of level 15 officer can be that. That is why it's only when you do business you can have what they call financial freedom. And TGR is one of the business you can do and build. And look at this of 50,000 package. See how much you can make. And look at this 100,000. Now, if you say, okay, let's just go for 5,000, but we want to make it 20 people. Believe you me, this is what I'm using now. Because I know many people say, I can afford 5,000. Believe me, those that say they want to start with 5,000, by the time they start making money, they will eventually upgrade to 50,000. But because of the experience many have encountered, okay, just come with 5,000, at least sacrifice this 5,000, let's build together. And you are building 20 people and want to build to level 5, where the 5,000 stops. That is over 250 million naira there. You can see the wealth in top and get. And a time is coming, people will be rushing TGR. At least that is I saw, and I believe it will come to pass. But when people will now be rushing TGR, will you be among those they will come and meet? That is why you need to promote your business like all your life depends on it. Because by the time people's eyes will be opened, you'll be the first person they will see. And if it is fantastic 20 look at 20,000, 50,000 with fantastic 20. It's over 45 billion naira. If all this is what we need to put all our efforts day and night for, just to worth it. From your phone, you can get a lot of contacts. I will not go out. I might not be able to attend to it. I just want to strictly follow or call all the contacts on my phone. If we try this, in fact, before the end of the day, you must have a sign up. It's a must because people will have heard, some will have heard, some will say, I didn't know this thing exists. And you tell them, there is no way you make that call for when they start calling all your contacts that have not joined TGR or they have not heard about TGR. Why won't you have a sign up? That's why I said this business is for everybody. And after you have built to that level of earning in millions or probably billions, be able to build to that, you can still now enjoy what? Transaction commission of all your team members. And this can be a lot of money. Now imagine you have 1 million people, you make, even if it is 500,000 people you have, and you are just getting 1 naira from them every day. That is, even if it is once in a month, that is 500,000 naira. 500,000 naira that you not lift your finger to work for anymore because you have built. It's just like you plant a seed and that seed has grown up and start giving you fruit. You will have forgotten all the effort in nurturing that fruit because now you are enjoying the seed and you keep enjoying it for a lifetime. The same way this man leverage, despite he is a beggar, is the richest beggar in Lagos. We can Google search and find out. He owns a pure water factory, despite physically challenged, but upstairs upright, 100% okay. Now he engaged able-body to work for him. He had bosses, he had 4 wives, and many other things that he has achieved, which other people with both legs and everything intact still don't get near. Why he was able to do this? Because of leverage. And from what you can also build in top and get reward, you can earn between 10,000 to 100,000. Before now, I thought all these things, before I joined up and get reward, is a lie. But I could still remember vividly in around that 2020 August or thereabout, I was earning nothing less than 10,000 every day without, in fact, I didn't register anybody at that time because of what the system. And it's still coming back because those that said, oh, probably for one reason or the other, they will now see that this thing is still working and new people will still coming. So that is the joy I have with Up and Get. Adimbin is one of those. Those that want to come back will not have anything to come and meet because the same will have gone. And that is the joy we have with Up and Get Well, that is for life, forever. We have gotten it right. We thank God for what God has given TGR. We can't appreciate that enough. And that is why I'm always happy with Up and Get Well, that everybody I have the grace to meet, I tell them that this is the best thing that has ever happened to me. It can happen to anybody if you see it that way. And leadership program, which Top and Get World used to separate boys from men. This is if you dare enough, then come on board. Let's build together and get. You will get money. You will also get more. Those that have earned, those that have tasted, and at least on 10,000 package, you have the grace to build point value cumulatively through network of you that are coming to your team directly or indirectly. And also we celebrated few of those that qualify for our 50th anniversary promo. We were given 250,000 mini traveling incentive. And some of them have qualified for the food they have collected and they have enjoy and planning to get to the next level. So TGR is here for everybody. I was saying that make sure you try all you can so that your picture can also be in the hall of spend like 30 minutes showing people that have qualified for plenty. We are getting closer. We will get there. We have qualified for palliatives that the company say, okay, let's see what we can do for people to also pushing the effect of this cost of living. And when you have 25,000 PV, you have chance to qualify for 750,000 naira traveling incentive. We have had a lot of people that have qualified. Before we mark our 6th-year anniversary, we are going to celebrate more traveling incentives because they are getting closer. Probably my wife account might there as well. So let's build. This is a business my children also qualify. She's smart enough. This is our first daughter. And all our kids, they have qualified for the traveling. So this is the second one. And you can do for anyone. This is my aunt. She's an angel. And look at our fantastic, Mr. Fantastic, 5,000 diamonds. Let's go there. Our digital queen, Prof. See, you see timber and caliber of people, dignitaries, they are still coming. Then our record breaker, somebody who qualified for 3 traveling incentives within just 40 days, not up to 60 days. And you see, in TGR, you can break your own record or create your own record. Even joining in 2020, none of us have our 3 accounts qualified for 3 traveling incentive within that short space. So go director, when you have qualified, our upper client got my own Prince Ernest also Mr. Uchenna And when you have 250,000, you get 6 million. And the people have qualified, you can see TDR is stock and do. When you have 500,000, you get 10 million naira. People are still working towards that. Nobody has got to that level. That is why you don't see a picture. We are not packaging anything in TGR. All earnings are instantly calculated and are paid into your e-wallet. From there, you can transfer to your bank. If it is incentive, you get it to your bank account directly. Use it to buy whatever you want to buy. Not that the company will say, oh, yeah, come and travel at all costs. They will give you the money. Do whatever you like with it. You qualify for 5 million, take your money, go and buy the car of your choice if you like. And if you want, keep it. To get started, you only need to get referral ID from somebody who shared this value with you, either this video or invited you to this presentation, and tell the person that you are ready because you believe that you can also make the same thing others have made. You become what you believe. If you do today what you did yesterday, tomorrow will look the same as it does today. So you have to do something different so that you can have different results. Everyone has the key. It's just a matter of using it. Some people dream of success while that will get up every morning and make it happen. If you don't try to create the future you want, you must endure the future you get. 2 years to this time, which is going to be 2026, nobody can beat chest and say this is the amount or the price we are going to buy fuel. Nobody can beat chest and say, a bag of rice will be so price, so amount. So if we don't know what is going to happen in the next 2 years, what is our preparation so that no matter what happens, we pray for something good to happen. Whichever one, whatever happened, you must be able to be in a situation where you can afford anything. Even when things becomes cheaper, you still be at your advantage. So why can't we try everything humanly possible to enjoy and to create this financial freedom for ourselves? And the money you are making it up and get reward, you can't see the end of it. It is endless. I mean, you cannot calculate how much you can make. All this fantastic something that we show, it is just a guideline. If you get to that level, you are just, in fact, we are getting started because the money will now start coming in more than you can imagine. It is when you are building, you can calculate how much I want to make from this. A time will come, you will lose that calculation. You can't even understand how the money is coming in again. Because what I have seen with TGR, earnings is endless for a lifetime. So try as much as possible, do all what you can, learn all what you can, and what build that streams of income, a generational wealth to top and get reward for a lifetime. Everyone is you can either have millions of cash or millions of excuses. Choose your millions.
All right. Thank you, our one and only mindset coach, for that awesome presentation. We are glad to have you here tonight. And for all our first timer, you want to ask questions on how you can start this opportunity you've had in, get back to whoever that invited you to this call tonight. And so you can be a part of this amazing project called Top and Get Reward that will allow you to be earning per second. Thank you once again, mindset coach, Mr. Kimbo Ileye, for that job well done. God bless you, really good. All right, if you have any question, you are free to use the chat box. You are free to use our chat box reaction button to raise up your hand, and we unmute you, then you'll be able to ask your questions. Or probably you want to type your question on the chat box, you can do this as well. So let me show you how to do that ASAP. There's an icon that looks like hand. Raise up your hand, then you can do that. Then we call you. We unmute you so you can talk. So we do that within 2 or 3 minutes. We don't want to take much of our time tonight. Question from first timer. Am I audible enough? Question from the first timer.
Yes, we can hear you. Waiting
for
times.
All right.
Okay, have one hand up. Oladipo Ekundayo.
Oladipo. Please, sir, unmute yourself.
Okay. Good evening, sir. I want to thank the resource persons for the explanation he has made and the
Yes,
lecture.
yes, sir.
My question is that, can I register my son using he's still underage, using his own bank account? He has a bank account, but using my email. Won't it be seen as a duplication?
Yeah, you
That's
can
my question.
register. Is that all? All right, you can register as, in fact, if you can register an unborn child, let me put it that way. If you still, maybe you have that, okay, I will still have another baby, and you think you can name that baby so name, you can register that baby even despite he is yet to be born. What you just need to do, there are three things that must not be the same in any account. If you have now, you want to create email, you cannot use your own email. The three things that must not be the same is one, email address, because that email is what the company use to communicate when you do transaction, and also for those that are generating auto funding, it is that email that is used. So if one email now wants to serve two accounts, then there will be a problem when they are funding. So one email to one account. Then two, the username must not be the same. So when somebody is trying to do member-to-member transfer and two people are having the same username, it won't work. So the third one is the phone number. Apart from these three, any other thing can be the same. For example, now my daughter, I put her name there, and also I created email for her. Email can be created within a minute or thereabout. Then or even if you don't have the grace to create let me say, an active email, you can form the email on that child's name with the name of the child. You only know that if you are doing transaction on that account, you are not going to get notification in terms of email, because through that also the company communicates. But you know definitely that that is the email you use so that you can log in. So if you have understood that, if you want to do any transaction, you can be transferring the money to your main account if you need a receipt or a kind of update of that transaction. Let me put it that way. Then the third one, I've mentioned about the phone number. If you have a phone number and you think your child doesn't have, if your phone number ends with like 24, you can decide to make it 42. They will use number. And if it's not going on, now the upline must also know that person. So because it's your children account now, you can easily do that. That's one of the things one of us or some of us see to have money, because a time will come, we might not be able to generate the email. But any other thing, like the bank account, before I open for her, I use my bank account. So what you just need to do if you want to open an account for your children, the three things that must not be the same, you can just find your way around it. The username, maybe you use Oladipo for your own. For your child's own, you can even use Oladipo 01 or 02, or even you can create username from the child's name. The email, create email on her name and make it, you can write it somewhere so that you won't forget what you use. Then the phone number, apart from the three, any other thing can be yours or anything. So you're free to go. Any other question?
I think that's the only question we have on the group. Let's quickly go to the chat box and check if there's any question there before we close for tonight.
Okay, somebody was asking 20,000 package, how much we are be earning, and I have referred 4 person on my 10K package. Well, TGR is not about salary. It's not about investment. Even if you come with 5,000 package and you are much active, you can make money more than the person that did 50,000 and remain just remain quiet or redundant. What you are enjoying top and get reward is your activities and also that of your team member. If If you come with 20,000 package and you refer 10 people, you get commission instantly. If after that you relax, for the next 1 month you didn't do anything, you will not make anything. Except your transaction, you get commission from it. So in order to make money in top and get reward, you must do the needful. Our platform is not return on investment, not Ponzi scheme or money doubling. The money the company is paying is from the discount the service provider gave us. That is the commission you are seeing. And also the kind of referral commission. You know, the example I gave is, let's say there is one big shopping complex in your area. The owner of that shopping complex will have invested a lot to build that shopping complex. But there are some people who want to sell something, who want to just have a kind of a small shop, keep selling or start selling, but they cannot afford to build a shop or a complex. Now they go to this complex to rent. Eventually, they will be able to have time to make money from that shop by selling, even despite they are not the owner of the building. But the owner of that building will not get the total amount spent in building that complex, even the next 2-3 years. The same, or let me say similar procedure is what TGR did. TGR has invested. That NCC certificate alone is in millions, hundreds of millions. And a lot of things has been done. So that money that we are paying for registration is like a rent. And out of this, TGR might make little profit. That little profit, over a period of time, they will eventually cover the expenses. But they gave us the grace so that we can also build from that opportunity. So what we are enjoying when we pay, TGR also share from others. They didn't take the whole money. What they will have used for advertisement is what they are sharing us, because it's through you that people got to know about TGR. Then from the commission, 3.5% from MTN, TGR gave 3% out. They kept, or they keep 5.5. That 3% out of it, the person that did the transaction will collect 2%. The remaining 1% will be shared among 10 people. And that is why you see that little coming that will eventually becomes big. So if you register and you are not doing anything, you are not getting anything. Even if you register now and you bring 10 people in, and after that, the 10 people are not duplicating, they are not doing any transaction, you two are not duplicating, then you can't earn again. So please share the link so that people can watch. Mr. Shola, you've heard that. Please, can I send this same link you gave us to a prospective customers? The link of tonight is also for prospect. Tonight's presentation is basically for prospect. Members also join, and you can also, if you invite a prospect, because what we did tonight is just like exposure, that what we can make, the kind of fortune or the financial freedom we can create from this platform that many people don't know it exists. That is the purpose of this tonight's Zoom meeting. That of Thursday is to entertain some questions from members, the challenges, what they can do, you know, what they don't know, or what they ought to have known that they've not. So we do that for registered member. That of Sunday is team building. Members and also prospects can attend as well. I was told my voice is fluctuating, but I've gotten the key points. Thank you. At least you've gotten something out of it. Maybe it's network, you know. We just have to manage this network or service providers. Despite they don't give us the best, we don't have option. I notice people just, you know, each time you see people exiting the Zoom meeting, not because they want to leave, but the network just he did the same thing for me as well while I log. That is why I don't use my laptop presently, because if I'm using laptop, we are not going to enjoy each other, because I have to connect my phone to it so that I can. But I noticed that each time I'm doing that recently, it cut me off often and it breaks the the presentation. That is why I'm using my phone recently. Mr. Dami, thank you very much as well. His grace abide with you greatly. Our daddy, thank you very much. I really appreciate you all. All right, we have another hand up. Sanusi Subaidat Atinoke. Okay.
I'm not sure. It's not the first time. She will reserve the question to Thursday.
We don't know. Maybe she wants to contribute, but let's have her place. I know you are somebody who follow the rules, but at the same time, you can bend little. Probably her question might help the prospect. But if it is something we're going to attend to next week, Thursday, we'll tell her. Oh yeah, unmute yourself, Sanusi Subaidat.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am.
I know I'm not a first timer, but I have an observation during
All right.
my transaction using TGR. You know, yesterday I was
That
trying
is,
to load.
madam, that is why maybe that is reason Mr. Shola is saying you can chat me up after the presentation.
It's
You
all right.
know, once our
It's all
TGR
right,
is
sir.
transparent. You know, I think yesterday MTN network was having fluctuation, and that is why they normally put the notification there. That yesterday, I don't know if it's MTN, but one thing I want to assure everybody tonight, whether you are new, whether you are old, when it comes to IT, there is no 100%. But TGR is trying its best to make sure that everything is in order. And I do give example of financial institution. Despite First Bank is 100 years plus, at least 100 years, if I'm not mistaken, no banks that you get to their banking hall, you will not see people at the customer service. They always have complaint. They always have one thing to complain of, one thing or the other. That is network, that is IT, anything that has to do with. Even in these goods that people say, you see some people, the thing you said for me yesterday is not good. Though. It's normal. But the beauty and the good things about our platform is that no matter the challenge, there is a way out. There is a way out. I have attended to several people today, and I will keep attending because what I have known that make me to be independent in this business is what we want everybody to know. So that when you have challenge, you know the appropriate thing to do. Some people up till now, they don't know how to raise tickets. And these are the things that we should know first. And when you raise a ticket, how do you check response? Some people don't even know how to do that. And those are the things we try to analyze on Thursdays for registered member. So whatever the challenge, one thing is if you use the appropriate channel, it's going to be solved. I have been here in this system for the past 4.5 years now, at least going to 4.5 years. You won't say I didn't face any challenge, but because my goal is beyond this challenge, that is why I see it, because it's something that is going to be attended to or overcome. We as a human being, we grow every day. Today you wake up in the morning, you are hale and healthy. In the evening you have malaria, but you use anti-malaria to get over it because you know the solution to the problem. So there is no wala. Maybe chat me, or let me drop my number for you in the chat box so that you can chat me up after the presentation. Another question. Okay, TGR is a blessing to Nigeria. Thank you. God bless and protect you all, DRS management team. Thank you very much. All right, let me look for this madam so that we attend to whatever the challenge she might be having. Okay, I think I've seen you. So, any other one? Okay. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. Thursday for registered.
Yeah.
Please, I want to just encourage us before we go. If we can see beyond our nose for this business, irrespective of what we might be thinking, because I can tell you, it's not easy to be poor, and also it's not easy to be rich.
Yes.
I know what I have passed through. That is the reason that I don't think any challenge can stop me in TGR. I've not seen, because the challenge is going to be solved. It's not going to be permanent. I could remember when we started then, if I want to do transaction, I will go to upstairs. I'll be looking for the signal to wait until, because then when I do transaction, this thing didn't go. I have to go upstairs. I will go and look for strong signal before I click on pay. But now I understand how the thing works, so I can, you see, what we have in Top and Get Reward is for a lifetime. And whatever you think that challenge might be, master the problem. You are going to overcome it. How do we master our health challenges? Some people have high blood pressure. They live with it for several years because they understand what they are having and they know how to go about it. People have diabetes, they manage it. People have different health challenges, but you won't know they have because they know how to go about it. So the same thing with TGR, when you know what you are doing, you know how to manage, because the goal is to what? To have financial freedom, and TGR is offering that. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful night.
All right. Thank you, Mindset Coach. We have come to the end of tonight's presentations. And to be a part of this, you must get yourself registered. Go back to whoever that invited you for tonight's opportunity presentation and ensure you get a sponsor ID and get yourself registered. I remain my humble self, Olushola Oladimeji. They call me the classic. So see you at the top. A good night from here. Have a good night. Bye for now.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the presentation. Welcome all my team members that attended the training. May God bless you and give you more zeal and confidence to be able to keep building the business. Good night, good night, good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Good
Thank
night,
you,
everyone.
Thank you, sir.
TGR is working.
TGR for life. TGR.
Simply the best.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Good night, Mr. Fantastic.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, Maga. Good night, sir.
I enjoyed the presentation.
Yes,
everybody for me there.
Yes,
okay. Yes, now.
Good night.
You for attending the presentation tonight. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Abdulatif. Akale ẹ̀kọ́ àtàrọ̀. Àkú àsìkò ọdún alápọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀. Ìwọ náà ò wo prógámù rárá o. Ò wo prógámù. Ẹ̀dá. Ṣé ẹ̀ parí ibẹ̀ náà báyìí sìn? Ọ sọ àjọ̀lá lọ àmọ̀ yanjú ní tó bá kú lọ́la. Àjọ̀lá.